On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Diverge.
To move or extend in different directions from a common point, to branch off or deviate from a path or course.
Examples:
Diverge from tradition. Diverge from the main topic. As tectonic plates diverge, new oceanic crust is formed along mid-ocean ridges.
Converge.
To move or draw together at a specific location, of lines, to move towards the same point where they join or meet.
Examples:
Converge of a series. Converge from different points. The two rivers converge into one near this area.
Trade-off.
A balance achieved between two desirable but incompatible features, an exchange that occurs as a compromise.
Examples:
Trade-off problem. Environmental trade-off. There was a trade-off between speed and accuracy in the task.
Burglar.
A person who unlawfully enters a building or other property to steal or commit another crime.
Examples:
Ex-convict burglar. Caught the burglar. The skilled burglar bypassed the alarm system and entered the house without making a sound.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence, a feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Hopeless.
Having no hope, despairing, having no chance of success.
Examples:
Hopeless situation. Hopeless at everything. After months of job searching, he felt hopeless and unsure of his future.
Prehistoric.
Belonging to or existing in times before recorded history, no longer fashionable.
Examples:
Prehistoric settlements. Prehistoric times. Scientists often fail to date archaeological or prehistorical findings.
Endemic.
Of a disease or other problem, regularly found among particular people or in a certain area.
Examples:
Endemic disease. Cholera endemic area. Malaria is endemic in many tropical countries.
Exaggerate.
To describe or represent something as better or worse than it is.
Examples:
Exaggerate in degree. Exaggerate story. She exaggerated the extent of her injuries to get more money from the settlement.
Downplay.
To present or represent as less important or severe, to minimize the significance of something.
Examples:
Downplay my ability. Downplay mistakes. The company tried to downplay the significance of the issue.
Kidnapping.
The act of taking somebody away illegally and holding them captive.
Examples:
Kidnapping attempt. Mass kidnapping. She received a year's imprisonment for aggravated kidnapping.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples:
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Overestimate.
To estimate something to be greater in amount or importance than it really is.
Examples:
Overestimate the value. Overestimate the amount of time spent. He tends to overestimate his abilities.
Heuristic.
Relating to a trial and error method of problem solving, often involving learning from one's mistakes and using feedback to improve one's approach, also used to describe a problem-solving method or approach that is practical, efficient, or intuitive.
Examples:
Heuristic reasoning. Heuristic algorithm. The teacher used a heuristic method to teach the complex topic in a simple way.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Enumerate.
Unable to perform simple numerical calculations, having little or no skill in mathematics.
Examples:
Enumerate population. Enumerate thinking. The survey results were rendered meaningless by the enumerate analysis of the data.
Mango.
Tropical fruit with smooth, juicy flesh and a large, hard seed in the middle.
Examples:
Ripe mango. Fresh mango. She cut the mango into small pieces and added them to the salad.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Whack.
To hit someone or something hard or noisily.
Examples:
Whack him with a stick. Whack up the volume. He whacked the ball out of the park with his home run.
Insecure.
Not firm or firmly fixed, likely to fail or give way, or not assured of safety.
Examples:
An insecure future. Insecure attachment. Children in an unstructured environment often feel insecure.
Countermeasure.
An action taken to counter or offset another action.
Examples:
Countermeasure strategy. Countermeasure plan. The government implemented several countermeasures to combat the spread of the virus.
Unicorn.
A mythical horse-like creature with a single horn on its forehead, a privately held startup company that reached a valuation of $1 billion.
Examples:
Unicorn beetle. Unicorn investors. In medieval times, people believed that the unicorn horn had magical powers that could cure diseases.
Complicate.
To make something more complex or difficult to understand, often by introducing new elements or factors.
Examples:
Complicate matters. Complicate a plot. Don't complicate the situation by adding unnecessary details to the report.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Leopard.
A large wild cat that has yellow-brown fur with black spots and lives in Africa and southern Asia.
Examples:
Snow leopard. Leopard print. Leopards lurked in the grass to catch their prey.
Rhinoceros.
Also rhino, a large, thick-skinned mammal with one or two horns on the nose, typically found in Africa and Asia.
Examples:
Rhinoceros habitat. White rhinoceros. The baby rhinoceros at the wildlife sanctuary was recently born and is very cute.
Industrious.
hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker, industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Swine.
A domestic pig, especially one bred for its meat.
Examples:
Swine flu, swine industry. The farmer raises swine on his farm for the market.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Doorbell.
A bell that is pressed or pulled to signal that someone wishes to enter a building.
Examples:
Touch a doorbell. Doorbell chime. He rang the doorbell and waited for someone to answer.
Facile.
Appearing to be easily achieved or accomplished without much effort, superficially simplistic or oversimplified.
Examples:
Facile solution. Facile argument. She effortlessly completed the task, displaying a facile understanding of the subject.
Overreact.
To react more strongly or excessively than is necessary or appropriate.
Examples:
Overreact with anger. Overreact to the criticism. She overreacted to this situation and caused unnecessary stress.
Bifurcate.
To divide or split into two branches or parts.
Examples:
Bifurcate at the top of the mountain. Bifurcate into two separate tracks. The river bifurcates ahead, so we must decide which branch to take.
Indifference.
A lack of interest, enthusiasm, or sympathy towards someone or something.
Examples:
Indifference to pain. General indifference. I tried to assume an air of indifference.
Complication.
Something that makes a situation or condition that is complex or confused.
Examples:
Complication of structure. Resolve without complication. He also continued to struggle with serious long-term complications.
Relativism.
The belief that truth, knowledge, or morality are not absolute or objective, but instead relative to the context in which they are perceived or determined.
Examples:
Linguistic relativism. Cultural relativism. Moral relativism suggests that there is no objective right or wrong.
Second-hand.
Having been previously owned or used by someone else.
Examples:
second-hand car, second-hand information. He was excited to find a vintage suit at the second-hand shop for a fraction of the price of a new one.
Airbag.
A safety device designed to inflate rapidly in the event of a collision, protecting the occupants of a vehicle and reducing the risk of injury or death.
Examples:
defective airbag, airbag deployment. The airbag system in the car saved the driver's life in a severe crash.
Dislodge.
To forcibly remove or loosen something from a particular position or place, to cause something to become detached or dislodged.
Examples:
dislodge debris, dislodge a stuck object. I had to dislodge a small rock from the wheel of my car to keep driving safely.
Contradict.
To deny the truth of a statement by stating the opposite, to be in conflict with.
Examples:
contradict each other, contradict the principle. The book contains numerous statements that contradict previous reports.
Dissonance.
A lack of harmony or agreement between people or things, a harsh or discordant combination of sounds.
Examples:
cognitive dissonance, musical dissonance. The dissonance between the two melodies created a sense of tension in the music.
Psychiatry.
The branch of medicine concerned with the study, treatment, and prevention of mental illness.
Examples:
psychiatry therapy, biological psychiatry. The field of psychiatry is constantly evolving, with new treatments and approaches being developed all the time.
Instantaneous.
Occurring or happening immediately or without delay, taking place in an instant or moment.
Examples:
instantaneous reaction, instantaneous message. The new software provides instantaneous results, making it much more efficient than the previous version.
Emote.
To communicate through facial expressions, gestures, and body language to express strong feelings or emotions.
Examples:
emote salute, emote through art. The actor could emote a wide range of emotions on screen, earning them critical acclaim.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Poisonous.
Containing or producing toxic substances, harmful or dangerous to living beings, often causing illness, injury, or death, capable of causing serious harm or destruction.
Examples:
poisonous plants, poisonous chemicals. Some species of poisonous snakes can be deadly to humans if bitten.
Horrific.
Causing horror or disgust, gruesome and terrifying.
Examples:
horrific experience, horrific condition. The accident scene was horrific, with bodies and debris scattered everywhere.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Copycat.
A person who imitates or copies the behavior, speech, or appearance of another individual, a product or design that is made to look like a popular or successful product from another company or brand.
Examples:
copycat behavior, copycat website. The company accused their competitor of being a copycat and stealing its design.
Tamper.
To interfere with something in a way that causes damage or unauthorized alteration, to meddle with or manipulate something without permission or authority. Noun, a tool or device used for interfering with or altering something in a way that is unauthorized or illegal.
Examples:
tamper with evidence, tamper resistant. It's important not to tamper with the settings on your computer unless you know what you're doing.
Syringe.
A device used for injecting or withdrawing fluids from the body, consisting of a tube and a plunger that creates a vacuum or expels the fluid.
Examples:
syringe needle, syringe injection. Addicts often share dirty syringes, putting themselves at risk for disease.
Rampant.
Especially if something bad or unwelcome, flourishing or spreading everywhere in a way that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
rampant growth of weeds, rampant corruption. In an overly protective industry, violations of the ethics rules tend to be rampant.
Snatch.
To take or grab something suddenly or quickly.
Examples:
snatch a hasty meal, snatch up her purse. He snatches victory from the jaws of defeat in the game's final seconds.